Welcome. Before I start how to navigate Canvas, I'd like to mention a lot of my courses that are taken here at Fresno City, that's even in person or online courses. I've used Canvas throughout my whole journey here at City. So it's really either if you're taking courses in person or online, most likely most of these professors are using Canvas. So I'm glad you guys are here for the support. So before I start, we're gonna go over the Canvas tutorial overall. So these are some of the bullet points will be by the end of this presentation, you will be able to learn what Canvas is and why is it important. Review how to navigate Canvas, learn how to communicate through Canvas, explore the main components of Canvas, learn about the virtual hub for students, and learn how to use Starfish for counseling appointments. Find out how to access help, life support, and more. And post questions in the chat if either at the end of the presentation or while we're in the presentation. Our next slide is what is Canvas? And I kind of mentioned a little bit what Canvas is. It's an online learning platform, which a lot of these professors are using now. You're able to find all your courses here on Canvas. You can access all your course content in here, submit assignments, you're able to take quizzes, tests. You can also connect with your professor, a lot of your classmates as well. You're able to view and check your grades, and it gives you kind of an idea of how you're doing in class. You're able to learn how to use digital tools, access resources, and this can be resources in campus, make appointments as well with your counselor. Okay, so now we're gonna go to how to access Canvas. So first we'll be logging into Fresno City college.edu. You'll click on your right-hand corner, My Portal. We'll log into our portal by using our 7-digit student ID, and you do not need to go click at. Just with your 7 digits student ID will work. We'll put in our password, and if you haven't changed the password, you will be using the one that was provided to you, which is the capital letter of your first name, a lowercase of your capital, and your date of birth in 6 digit. It kind of gives you a little an idea how to create your password. Okay, so now we have logged in into our portal. So now we're gonna continue the Access Canvas, and then it should look something like this. And once you log in, click on the Canvas app, which is right there for you. Usually it should be on your favorite apps. If it happens not to be there, you can search for it as well. And then our Access Canvas continues. Canvas is mobile friendly. That's my favorite part about Canvas, because that way we're able to communicate, get more access on our phone since we always carry our phone. Access Canvas on the go, like I mentioned, and you're able to download it on Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And it should say, in the bottom, it'll say student. It wouldn't say Canvas. And this kind of gives you a little idea how your mobile app would look like once you log in. So now we're going to go into the Canvas menu account. So right here, it kind of gives you a little idea how that's going to look like. And then you can put your picture here. So change your notification preference. You're able to do that on your Canvas. You're able to change notifications for each class. View notifications you want to see. So you can only pick notifications that you would want to see. For example, like how I do it for myself, I always make sure that I get notifications, like messages and assignments. And you're able to edit your profile, add a picture, create a bio, change other settings, and you can also change your pronouns. Okay, so now we're gonna click on the dashboard. So on the left side, you'll have your account, you'll have your dashboard. So see what courses you are enrolled. So the dashboard will give you the classes that you are enrolled. So the Canvas menu has the account. So this is on the left side. Dashboard, which is this one where your courses are at. Courses, calendar, inbox, history, my storybook, and the virtual hub for students. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Canvas menu courses. So that's, like I mentioned, it's on the left side of our Canvas. And then you're also able to see your courses here that you'll be taking. Canvas courses icon, it shows courses you are registered in, and we will visit this more in depth later. Okay, and now we have the calendar here on the menu. Calendar tools helps you keep you organized, view upcoming assignments, due dates. You can customize the view by daily, weekly, monthly, and see specific class calendar. So each color is a different class, and it kind of gives you an idea what days you have due dates. So it's a lot helpful and organized, and it's pretty much an agenda for you. And now we're gonna go over the inbox, and we can see it here on the left side. So two-way communication between you and the instructor. So it's pretty cool because it selects you can select the course, and then by selecting the course, it gives you the option of either picking the instructor or a classmate. And if you're gonna choose the instructor, and then on the subject, you can always put like, oh, I'd like to discuss, I'm not satisfied with the exam that I took. And then provide the message in the bottom. And a lot of times the professor gives you the preference how they like to communicate. It can either be through Canvas or through your Outlook. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now we're gonna go over the history. So the history icon, it's an easy way to recover your most recent history. Re-access your assignments you accidentally exit from, and you're able to view activities, navigate, or restore most recent pages. So you exit and accidentally, you can always go back on your history icon. Now we have the Canvas menu bookstore. So see what books and materials are needed for each of your course. Takes you directly to FCC bookstore. And select it. So you would be selecting the term spring 2024. You're able to purchase materials. List is customized according to your class schedule. So you pretty much, by clicking that, it pops up your courses and it kind of gives you an idea what materials are needed. Now we're going to go over the little icon, the question mark, which is the help icon. The help menu, it gives you great Canvas resources, Canvas chat and phone number, and it's provided for you right here. So if you're ever having issues at home and it's off business hours from campus, you're able to call and they'll give you some support. You're able to access the user guides, support contact information by campus, and ask for help. It kind of shows you here how it looks like when we're clicking the question mark icon, the help. Now we're going to go over our Canvas menu courses. So by here, we are clicking the course. We want to, for example, go on our first course right here, and then it's going to populate to the course right here and kind of give you more information about the course. And we're just focusing on one rather than all three of them. Okay, now the courses. You're able to see oh, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. We're able to see your course information, course, and the section number and the term. So that's what we're talking about here. We have 18, 10, and then the section number, and then the term, which is, for the example here, is 2021, and it's summer. Notice your menu on the left has additional icons. The student hub. So it's the red menu icon allows you to access your course materials. Each instructor may customize their icons in this menu, but each one should have a homepage, the syllabus, announcements, modules, grades, discussions, and assignments. And like I mentioned, a lot of the professors do like to customize their courses differently. So if one class looks different, you'll have to kind of more focus on this side here to look for the other menu. Now, a lot of the professors, they do a syllabus. So this gives you information about the course, the section number, the course outcome, expectations, the instructor's name, contact information, office hours, what textbooks are required for the course, assignments, and due dates. And you'll have access for that electronic syllabus, and you're able to download or print it for yourself. So if you ever need to go back to the syllabus, just to kind of see what due dates or just getting the instructor's information, syllabus would be a good place to get that info. Now we're going to go over the course menu announcements, which is right here. And like I mentioned before, most likely could be in the bottom, middle, or on top. Announcements are important. Important information for your instructor will post. A lot of it can be from, hey, I changed my due date for an exam. So it's really important to have those announcements, notifications. There is usually a welcome announcements for each class. Make sure to check and view announcements regularly. You can change notifications to receive important announcements, updates. Oh, I'm sorry. Now we're going to go over the course menu modules. So this one's really important for myself as an online student and taking course using Canvas as a platform. This is where a lot of your classwork information will be located. Instructions. I know if you use your phone, you probably have a to-do list, but to-do lists are only inputted when there's a due date, and this one kind of gives you more information about that week exactly broken down. So modules, to always click on the module tab is very important, at least for myself. So the modules are organized a way for instructors to post related course assignments. Sometimes they add a reading assignment in there for you to read to kind of give you more information about what the assignment will be about. The module tab allows you to easily see what is due for each module by the week. And the module icons. The modules can have different types of content. each icon represents what type of content a module consists. So for number 1, for this example, we have a scientific method. So if you kind of focus on this little tiny icon right here, the page, it kind of gives you a little idea what type of that content that's going to be. So this one is a reading content. Number 2, we have kind of more of a discussion, a course discussion, and a lot of this is kind of communicating. A discussion would be just kind of, for example, like the interactions you have in classroom, interaction with the professor, interaction with your classmate. Pretty much that's what a discussion is. Number 3, it's a quiz. We can see the rocket ship here. It can be a course quiz. Number 4, we can kind of see like a paper and a pencil here. This is an assignment. And number 5, we kind of see like a little link. This is an external link tool to view outside of the course. So you probably will click it. It can take you to an article. It can take you to a video. So it's just a kind of like another external tool. Number 6, we kind of see like a little paper clip. That's a file. The file is to download, and you can just view it by clicking it. It'll pull up the PDF. And then when there's a lock here, it just kind of means that once the professor once it gets to that date, it'll unlock. In the meantime, you won't be able to access it unless the professor allows you, or there's a date to it and you have to complete it on a certain date or time. And now we're still on continuing modules. So when clicking on an assignment on your module, you will have a submit option on your assignment, which is right here. When the assignment needs to be submitted, the red button will say submit assignment. And I'll always make sure to double check your work before submitting. Okay, so it's just clicking here and then it'll ask you how to download it. So we can kind of see this one's a short essay, a personal narrative. So we're just, kind of gives you the instructions on how to complete that assignment. And now it's all about submitting it. Now we're going to change it to the grades. This is my favorite part about Canvas because I kind of have an idea of what's going on in the class, if I'm failing, what do I need to do to improve. So this is a really fun tab that we have on Canvas, and you can kind of predict your grade when you know that you're taking an exam, and you can just kind of play around with what you think you might be scoring on the exam and kind of predicts if your grade would go up or down. Grade tab shows all your assignments and your grades. Instructors may take a while to post grades, so please be patient. And some of the professors will do an exam where you can see your grade immediately, so that's pretty awesome. You are one of many students in the course, so kind of keep that in mind. View grades based on what ifs, and that's what I had mentioned, that you can kind of play around with your predicted score. What if score can help you get in the grade you want? So let's say you probably feel like, oh, I might not be able to get 100%, but I can definitely get a B on a test. So you can kind of see how your grade is going to either affect you or boost up your grade. Okay, so now we're going to go into the discussion board. Like I mentioned, this is the discussion board is used to kind of participate. This is where we get participation scores. And it's a way to kind of know our peers. So it's pretty cool. Like, you might not be comfortable with being in a classroom setting, but you still get to interact with students. So it's awesome. So discussion boards may be used for participation, like I mentioned. Discussion boards are like classroom. It's like chat rooms where the instructor gives you a certain topic to discuss. And you kind of get to see how others have different point of views or similar to yours. So it's a great way to just kind of interact with our peers. You will reply to the discussion and respond to other students' discussion post. So usually the instructors that I've had so far, we have a discussion on a certain topic and we provide our outcome from the topic he provides, and we get to respond to at least 2 students so we can get full credit on that discussion. Now we're going to go over assignments. So we are looking onto this tab and we're focusing on one course, and they all have an assignment. So some courses may use the assignment tab to submit assignments. You can see how many points an assignment is worth. So it's right here in the bottom. Make sure to double check your work before submitting an assignment. So it's really important. But let's say we committed an error on the first one. It's good to, we can resubmit it, but it's good to always double check our work. Okay, so our course menu, our tests and quizzes. So this one's right here. Quizzes and tests may be another icon that you will see. Remember that each instructor can customize their course menu. So maybe our quiz can be on top. Some instructor may just only have a couple of them here. So just keep that in mind. Course menus for each class may vary. Okay. And now we're going to go over the virtual hub for students. You will see their student Canvas user guide. So once we click here, it'll take us to this one where it says, welcome to the virtual hub for students. And it gives you the user guide, which is right here in red, that has guides for how to use Canvas and all its features. So kind of like what I'm going over with you guys today, you can always come back here at the user guide. It also has a student online readiness to learn successful tips for online classes. So here, if you're, struggling with taking online classes, we provide resources here for you, some tips so that we can get you through that semester. And then we have digital tools. You can learn how to use Zoom, Starfish, Name Coach, and other digital tools for your professor may use. And then right here, we have the student resources. So you can find information about services like financial aid, admissions, health services, and many more resources we offer here at City. Okay, we have mentioned before about a Starfish, so we're going to kind of go over what that looks like and what it's about. So you can access it here on our virtual hub for students. It should pop up there for you. Access Starfish from a digital support tool and any of the Canvas class menu. So you can pretty much see it either on our virtual hub for students or when you're at one of your courses. The course menu, Starfish. So first, we're going to select the reason why we want to see the counselor. So for this option, it can either be a general question, a probation question, counseling, or we want to just kind of create a student educational plan, our SEP. Once we click that, we're going to choose a date that works best for us. And it'll populate abilities based on that day, whatever time works for you. We'll be clicking on that. And then we're going to confirm your appointment. So it's very important we have access to our Outlook because you can check for your email to confirm that appointment and give you details and information about the appointment as well. Okay, and the Canvas tutorial wrap up. So just to kind of wrap up things, we learned what Canvas is, we determined why Canvas is important, we learned how to customize your profile, communicate tools, and explore the main components, know how to access help and support, and more. Does anybody have any questions that they can put in the chat?
All right, there's no questions. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you to our interpreters who are here today. You guys all did a great job. So we hope that you enjoyed Ram Ready this week. We also hope that everything that you've learned this week, if you participated in every single event that we had, has been very useful to you, and it'll help you navigate through your very first semester at Fresno City College. Like I mentioned earlier before, and the previous sessions, if you joined us, we have a welcome week next week where you're going to be able to see canopies, where staff will be there to help you, give you some support your very first week of the semester. So if you have any questions, help finding your classrooms, or any questions that you may have, just find one of the canopies that you will see throughout the campus this week. Also, if you're going to be at the at West Fresno campus or the First Responders Campus too as well, there will be staff to help you, assist you with any questions that you may have the first couple of weeks of the semester. Again, if you have any questions, please let us know. You will see all of the recordings and posts related to Ram Ready in the next week or two on our website. You can visit www.fresnocitycollege.edu/ramready. You will also receive an email asking you for a survey and how any feedback that you may have with the Ram Ready that you just events or sessions that you just received for our Ram Ready this week. Again, thank you again. If you have any questions, it looks like send it to the chat. Otherwise, we're probably going to give it another minute before we all end our session. If you don't have any more questions, you can go ahead and leave the Zoom.